Alaska's wild beauty is legendary, but for anglers, it's the rivers that hold the real magic. These waterways are home to the King Salmon, the Chinook, the largest and most powerful of all Pacific salmon. Stories of monster fish and epic battles aren't just tall tales here. They're reality. Anglers from around the world come to Alaska, hoping to hook a true river giant. The King Salmon is the ultimate prize, a symbol of Alaska's untamed wilderness. Cold, nutrient-rich rivers let these fish reach astonishing sizes. Catching a king salmon isn't just a sport, it's a test of strength and will. 50, 60, even 70-pound kings are caught, but sometimes a true legend emerges. These rare giants become the stuff of fishing lore talked about for generations. At the heart of Alaska's fishing culture is one record-breaking king salmon. This fish wasn't just big, it was a freak of nature setting a benchmark for all others. Its story is about luck, skill, and a once-in-a-lifetime encounter. It's a testament to the wildlife thriving in Alaska's rivers. The legend begins, as all great fishing stories do, on the banks of a remote, powerful river. Here, the pursuit of the king salmon becomes a quest for something extraordinary. Every cast is a chance at history. In Alaska, the line between myth and reality is thin, and sometimes a fish crosses it. This is the story of the King of Kings, the fish that redefined what's possible in the wild rivers of Alaska, and the angler whose name became legend. The king salmon earns its title for one reason above all size. While other salmon average 5 to 15 pounds, mature kings often top 30. Their power is unmatched. When a king strikes, it's a battle of muscle and current. These fish can strip line from a reel in seconds, testing even the most experienced anglers. In the ocean, they're sleek and silver. In the river, they transform. Colors deepen, jaws hook, and their presence becomes commanding. Their life cycle is unique. Kings spend years in the ocean, feeding voraciously and growing huge before returning to spawn. This long ocean residency is why they reach such incredible sizes. For centuries, king salmon have been vital to native Alaskan communities and are the most prized catch for sport fishermen. Their rich, oily meat is a delicacy, thanks to the fat reserves built for their epic migration. The Chinook's combination of size, power, and importance makes it the undisputed king of salmon. They're a treasure of the Pacific Northwest and a living symbol of wild nature. Every king salmon is a product of endurance, survival, and the wild places they call home. Their journey is legendary, and their presence in Alaska's rivers is a reminder of what true wilderness can produce. To catch a king is to touch a piece of that wild legacy. It's why anglers return, year after year, to chase the river's royalty. The king salmon is more than a fish, it's an icon, and in Alaska, it reigns supreme. The greatest king salmon story belongs to Les Anderson, a local auto parts store owner. On May 17, 1985, Les and his friend Bud Quam set out for a casual day on the Kenai River. Using a simple spinning rod and a pixie spoon, Les hooked into something extraordinary. The rod bent double. The reel screamed, and Les knew instantly this was no ordinary fish. The battle was on. The fish used the river's current, making powerful runs and dragging their small boat downstream. For 35 minutes, Les fought with patience and skill, careful not to break the line. Bud maneuvered the boat, keeping them in position as the struggle continued. When the fish finally surfaced, they were stunned. It was a true river monster. Somehow they managed to net the giant and haul it aboard, exhausted but elated. They had no idea they'd just made history. The catch was more than luck. It was a perfect storm of preparation, skill, and fate. Word spread quickly, something incredible had happened on the Kenai. Les's fish would soon become the benchmark for all king salmon. It was a moment that changed the river's legacy forever. The story of that day is now part of Alaska's fishing folklore. Every angler dreams of a battle like Les's, a fight with a fish that seems almost mythical. The Kenai River had given up its greatest secret, and Les Anderson became a legend. His catch would inspire generations of fishermen. The King of Kings had been caught, and the world would never forget. Back on shore, the crowd gathered. No one had seen a king salmon like this. At the tackle shop, the certified scale told the story. 97 pounds, 4 ounces, nearly 5 feet long with a girth of 37 inches. This was a true giant. Scientists determined the fish was about 7 years old, a rare outlier even for the canine. Most kings top out at 60 pounds. This one was almost unheard of. The fish's size was a perfect storm of genetics, long ocean life, and abundant food. Les's record still stands. The largest king salmon ever caught by a sport angler. A replica now hangs in Soldotna, a monument to what Alaska's rivers can produce. The legend of this fish draws anglers from around the world. It's a reminder that in Alaska, the extraordinary is possible. The King of Kings became more than a record, it became a symbol, and its story continues to inspire. Alaska's rivers are the perfect cradle for giant king salmon. Glacial melt feeds these waterways, keeping them cold, clean, and rich in oxygen, ideal for salmon eggs and young fish. Long, powerful rivers like the Kenai demand strength, favoring the biggest, strongest fish. The North Pacific provides a feast of bait fish, letting kings grow huge before returning to spawn. Years in the ocean mean more time to reach legendary size. Careful management and strict fishing limits protect these giants for future generations. Alaska's commitment to conservation ensures the legacy of the king salmon endures. Here, giants are born, and legends are made. The king salmon's life is an epic journey. Born in cold, clean gravel, they spend years in freshwater before heading to sea. In the ocean, they grow strong, traveling thousands of miles and feeding voraciously. When it's time, they return, guided by instinct, to the river where they began. The journey home is perilous. Predators, rapids, and fishermen await. Once they spawn, their life ends, but their bodies nourish the river, fueling the next generation. This cycle of struggle, survival, and renewal is the heart of the Chinook's legend. Every king salmon is a story of endurance and wildness. Their epic migration is a marvel of nature, and their return is a celebration of life's resilience. Catching a king salmon is unforgettable, a rush of adrenaline and awe. Local guides say, when a big king hits, it's like hooking a freight train. The fight is a test of strength and strategy, a tug of war with a wild animal. Anglers describe burning arms, aching backs, and the thrill of the unknown. Landing a king brings relief, joy, and deep respect for the fish. Many practice catch and release, honoring the fish's journey and ensuring future giants. For Alaskans, king salmon are more than sport, they're culture. Native elders call the king salmon a gift from the river, a source of sustenance and celebration. The return of the kings is a time of gratitude and connection. These fish feed families, unite communities, and inspire reverence. The bond between people and salmon runs deep. Every catch is a blessing, every release a promise to the future. The king salmon is woven into the fabric of Alaskan life. It's a symbol of respect, tradition, and wild abundance. On the riverbank, stories are shared, legends are born, and the spirit of the king lives on. To catch a king is to join a legacy, and to release one is to honor the river itself. For Les Anderson, the giant king salmon was never about fame or fortune. He didn't win a Derby prize, he hadn't even bought a ticket. The real reward was the experience, a lifetime of fishing culminating in a moment of legend. Les's catch put the Kenai River on the map, drawing anglers from around the world. The story boosted the local economy and inspired better fisheries management. The giant salmon became a symbol of what's possible when rivers are healthy and wild. It reminded everyone of the need to protect these habitats for the future. For the community, the fish was a source of pride and identity. It embodied the spirit of Alaska, wild, rugged, and full of possibility. Les's fish became everyone's legend, a story that belongs to all who love the wild. Alaska's king salmon are the ultimate challenge and the ultimate prize. Their size and strength are a direct result of pristine rivers and rich ocean feeding grounds. To catch a king is to connect with the wild in its purest form. Les Anderson's 97-pound salmon is the dream realized. A true river monster. His catch is a benchmark, a legend that inspires anglers everywhere. The king salmon is a symbol of wildness, strength, and the health of Alaska's rivers. For locals, it's culture and sustenance. For visitors, it's the heart of adventure. The king salmon is more than a fish. It's the spirit of Alaska itself. In these wild rivers, giants still swim, and the legend of the king will live on forever.